Welcome everyone, and do we have a treat for you now from our amazing tours team here at Cruise1st, where we lay on some of the best curated experiences around the world. Now this time we're heading off to the wilds of fascinating South Africa, showing you all around Cape Town, conquering the awesome Table Mountain, the region's peaks, islands and beaches, being guided all the way. You'll enjoy dreamy scenic journeys or inspiring views and the chance to taste world famous wines from this extraordinary part of the world. You'll also enjoy something very few people do: intimate encounters with the region's wildlife as you spend time in one of South Africa's most famous garden lodges. And you go on safari, not just once or twice or three times, but several times. It's brilliant. This is pure bliss. And after all that exploring, we'll ease you home to the UK very gently and in grand style on board Cunard's Queen Mary 2 across South and West Africa, Spain and the Canary Islands as she completes the final leg of her 110-night world cruise back to her iconic home port here in the UK in Southampton. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Get ready for your adventures then, which are many and plenty, and start on the 6th of April, where we fly you over to Cape Town for this unforgettable once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Here's Mark with some tempting highlights.
Welcome to South Africa, your home for 6 unforgettable nights. Your adventure begins as you arrive in Cape Town, where you'll be met by a local guide and transferred to your hotel for check-in. The rest of the day is yours to relax and explore at your own leisure, soaking in the vibrant atmosphere of this iconic city. On day 2, get ready for a full-day peninsula tour where you'll drive by Clifton, Camps Bay and Llandudno, soaking in the stunning coastal views. You'll enjoy a Seal Island cruise from Hout Bay before continuing along the scenic Chapman's Peak Drive. At Cape Point, take the Flying Dutchman funicular to the top, where you'll see the old lighthouse and enjoy breathtaking panoramic views. You'll stop for lunch in Simonstown, then visit the famous Boulders Beach to see a rare African penguin colony. After a day of incredible sights, enjoy the rest of the evening at leisure. The next day sees you take an overland journey to the Garden Route Game Lodge, where you'll stay for the next 2 nights. After checking in, get ready for your first game drive safari in the afternoon, where you'll have the chance to spot wildlife in their natural habitat. On day 4, you'll enjoy an early sunrise game drive safari. Afterward, enjoy some time to relax before heading out for a thrilling sunset safari, where you'll have another chance to encounter the diverse wildlife of South Africa. The next day, enjoy your final game drive safari in the morning. Then transfer back to Cape Town, where you'll take a scenic ride up Table Mountain by cable car for spectacular views of the city. You'll then go on to enjoy a city tour, taking in some of Cape Town's key landmarks, before checking into your hotel, where the remainder of the day is yours to relax or explore further. On day 6, you'll spend the full day touring the renowned South African winelands. You'll visit the charming town of Franschhoek, where you'll see the Huguenot Monument and enjoy a wine tasting at one of the town's prestigious estates. Then head to Stellenbosch, where you'll tour a wine cellar and enjoy another tasting. After a fabulous day of fine wines and stunning views, you'll return to Cape Town for your final night. This tour combines thrilling safaris, world-class landscapes, and the rich cultural experiences of South Africa, leaving you with unforgettable memories of a truly remarkable journey.
Thank you, Mark. Can I go 3 times, please? I would love to. And that's just part 1. Again, with these tour and cruise shows, it's brilliant because that's just part 1 of the story, and that would, quite frankly, be enough. But how about a wonderful part 2, chapter 2? Oh my word, we're boarding Queen Mary 2 next for 17 fabulous nights, which I'm sure you'll agree is a rather leisurely way to cruise back to the UK, because Queen Mary 2, as I said before, is completing the last of her world cruise for next year, and you're joining her in Cape Town back to Southampton. So that's already going to be a very, very special cruise going on anyway. Of course, for those of you who've not travelled on Queen Mary 2 for some years, she was remastered back in 2023. So lots of refreshing touches and lovely new additions as well. The decors were refreshed right the way through as well. When we talk about the Cunard voyage experience, we talk about the ultimate, like getting a brand new great big, very luscious, feathered down pillow and enjoying it for the first time. That is how I would encapsulate the Cunard experience, like stepping into that kind of ultimate comfort, relaxation style, having the best of everything around you as well. A bit of a sophisticated do as well. You think about the adventures you've just had in South Africa and your safaring and everything else, and that feels like it was really adventurous and almost a bit of a kind of expedition, a wonderful one. And then this 17 nights on board Queen Mary 2 is all about lavishing, you know, like getting into that lovely roll top bath and having your favourite oils in there and enjoying a nice deep relaxing soak. Well, that's what this will be for 17 fabulous nights, of course. The most wonderful service while you're on board, the best of everything, stepping into the Royal Court Theatre to watch your shows of an evening, enjoying that quintessential afternoon tea experience, enjoying the sports court. Of course, they have the only planetarium at sea, which is quite a unique experience as well, and a very immersive experience. Fine dining, of course. You know, of course, Queen Mary 2 is known for those iconic journeys across the Atlantic, going backwards and forwards between Southampton and New York as well. So it's quite nice to take a different journey, but enjoy that same wonderful feel and vibe and atmosphere on board with Cunard as well. Just a lovely way. And if you think about it, you did all the travelling, all the long haul travelling, you did that at the start of this holiday to get you out to South Africa. So the 17 nights going from Cape Town is bringing us gently, slowly, in a very relaxed way, all the way back to the UK, which is incredible. So your first day at sea out of Cape Town, and then we are in Walvis Bay in Namibia, in South Africa there, which is just, I mean, wonderful. You can go to the lagoon here, the Flamingo Sanctuary as well. There's scenic tours that you can take. Then we take our sail across the pond, up the North Atlantic, heading to Dakar in Senegal. You can take a city and an artisans tour here, visit the Grand Mosque, the Presidential Palace, and go to the local craft markets as well, which is very, very exciting. Couple of days at sea, and then we're in more familiar territory for most of us, the Canary Islands, a day in Tenerife. La Laguna and the wine tasting experience is a lovely Cunard excursion that you can take here, which takes you to San Cristobal, which is very, very lovely and charming. Day at sea, we're in Cadiz in Spain. You can take a tapas and flamenco experience here as well. So enjoy some lovely Andalusian cuisine in a traditional tavern, and then follow it by passionate flamenco in an intimate venue. That sounds like a nice tour day, doesn't it? Very, very nice indeed. Couple of days at sea, and then we come back into Southampton. It's an amazing experience, and I have to tell you right now, no word of a lie, if I had 24 nights spare, this would be an excellent, totally brand new roll call of places to say that you've seen, experienced and enjoyed. This totally fascinated me, I have to say. The whole tour and cruise package includes your flight from the UK out to Cape Town in South Africa, where you'll then be met at the airport when you land, fully escorted from there for the next 6 nights, enjoying Table Mountain tours, the Safari Garden Lodge stay, the wonderful coastline tour, the city tour in Cape Town itself, and your wine adventures in Stellenbosch and Franschhoek as well, which is, again, that would be enough of an experience to stay with you a lifetime. But then there's 17 nights of your Cunard voyaging on the one and only Queen Mary 2, the world's last ocean liner, offering you charming, relaxed, elevated voyaging in Namibia, up the North Atlantic to Senegal, across to the Canaries and Spain, and then ending her 110-night world cruise back here in Blighty in Southampton as well. Now you're probably thinking, right, okay, Derek, you've walked the walk, now you've got to talk the talk. Are we looking at £15,000 per person for this experience? No. What we're looking at there, I think, is amazing. I mean, seriously, and when it comes to an experience like this, it's funny, isn't it? It's almost like being shown around a car without having seen the price tag, and you think, then you have to guess the price, and you know if you have to guess the price, it's always too much. But then you look at that and you think of all that you are enjoying there for that price tag, and I have to tell you, that is one heck of a holiday. You're doing a part world cruise, and you're doing your South Africa tour and garden lodge stay and safari opportunities as well. All of that all escorted right the way through, and we're looking at a little over £3,000 per person. And I have to say, our amazing tour teams and our product teams have worked so well together to make this work and to make this fit like the ultimate and perfect jigsaw puzzle. It's amazing. But again, unlike a jigsaw puzzle, you don't have to do it. You don't have to put all the pieces together. We did that for you. There's no extra booking fee for that at all as well, which is superb. You will have questions with a holiday like this. Of course, I think we've gone through a lot of the details, I have to say. And of course, you can always watch the show again at your leisure on our YouTube channel. It'll pop up on the channel again. And of course, if you pop that reference into our website, that will give you all the details of the places that you're going to and a little more detail of the tour that you'll enjoy as well. But I have to tell you, very comprehensive package right now. And if you have any questions, you know that our amazing team are always standing by. You call whenever you want to, 7 days a week, 0800 953 4700, and of course we'll address any questions that you do have. Just as a reminder of everything that is included here, and I have to say a lot of people are probably sitting back and thinking, gosh, actually, you know what, I've paid a lot more for a lot less in the past. You know, if you go to tailored holiday makers, of which there are plenty out there, I don't know to name them, I'm not here to, you know, knock them at all. They do an amazing job, but obviously you pay for their services. What we have here, because we have been in the cruise business for over 25 years, we're kind of quite good at that now. Do you know what I mean? We've got that absolutely sorted. But what we've been doing for a majority of our time in business as well is also working with tour providers around the world. And of course, the price that we pay, if, for instance, if I was going to that tour operator myself as Mr. Derek Marks, you know, standalone person, I would pay one price. When Cruise1st deal with a tour operator like that, we're saying, okay, well, the likelihood is that we will be sending X hundred or X thousand people within the next 12 months on one of your tours. You know what it's like. You've seen Dragon's Den, you've seen The Apprentice, you know how this works. The more buying power you have, the better price that you can negotiate. You're not compromising on quality. I think we've shown that in terms of the whole offering of the tour. And of course, Cunard, it's like the ultimate cherry on the top in this one as well. So you've got that wonderful experience in South Africa. We've taken care of the flights to get you out there as well. Of course, you don't need a flight at the end. Well, you might need a flight at the end. You might need a flight back to your part of the UK when you get back to Southampton. Again, talk to our team. We can make that happen for you. That's not a problem. 0800 953 4700. I always love doing these shows because they give you a real window into the world. You know, South Africa and, you know, the Big Five and all that kind of thing. You might only have ever seen in documentaries and you think, well, I could never do that. Well, hello. You absolutely can. 0800, what do I always say as well? We are here for a good time and not a long time. So actually, we only have a finite amount of time to get out there and do these things. So no time like the present, really, is there? Anyway, listen, I'll leave you with that. Food for thought, as they say. Any questions, of course, just give our team a call, 0800 953 4700. And you know you're going to see my cheeky little face again in just a couple of minutes. Take care. Bye-bye.